Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to release 67. There's a bunch of new features and quality of life improvements and I'm really excited to share them with you today. First things first, today we are launching capacities for developers, or in other words, API 2.0. Our first version of the API was very limited and there were many requests to expand it, and we have now done that. Now, I am not an expert in these matters, so Lewis has done a full video that takes you through everything you need to know, and that is live on the channel already. So I'll link that on the screen and in the description for you to go to if this is something you have been waiting for. Essentially, now it's just much more powerful and you should be able to do more with it and build on capacities with it as well. First thing I'm going to tell you about is this new feature that is now in testing for believers, and that is Weblink analysis. This comes with a range of new features, so let's take a look. This is what an analysed Weblink looks like. You'll recognise the right hand side, but we now have an in-app browser and a simplified reader version for whatever you have saved. On either one of these tabs, you can select text and highlight in one of these colours. You can just copy the text, or you can highlight and add a note. When you add a note like I have here for this green highlight, you can see that indicator that there is a note for you to review. Anything you highlight is of course added to the right hand side, and you can dive into this as you would any other highlights. I did a video about this a few months ago and I will link to that somewhere on the screen if you'd like to know how to work it into a workflow. This feature works with our AI analysis. If you haven't already analysed, you will find a button to do so, and this is what you're going to get out of it. You'll have the summary and some keywords, and you'll also have the topic and the category filled in. Now, the actual analysis itself can only be triggered on desktop, but once it is triggered and once this information has been created, it is directly added to the web link, and of course your web links sync across your devices. So once analysed, all of this is available on mobile and tablet as well. The analysis can also be used as context in AI chats, so you can chat with whatever you are reading, whatever web link you have saved, and that can help you dig into it more deeply. You should find that the majority of web links you try to save work. Our testing has been very successful, but we do just have to say that not every web link will be able to be fetched or analysed. But as I say, most things should work exactly how you'd like them to. If you'd like to give this a go, you will need to be on the Capacities Believer plan and have AI enabled. After a period of testing and feedback and any iterations, it will be released to Capacities Pro, just like we did with images. This is of course the first time we're introducing annotating within the app, but this is certainly not the only thing you'll be able to annotate, and you'll see about that in future releases. Okay, moving on to the next thing, I'm just going to show you this collection first and click on this icon. If you're on the Capacities Pro and Believer tier, you have access to icons, and you will now have access to different coloured icons as well with this palette here. You can choose any colour that you like and any icon that you like, and you can change it at any point with this colour palette. There's a small quality of life improvement, but one that has been long requested. We've also added a shared pages overview. This will appear the first time that you share an object from Capacities, or if you've already got some shared content, the next item that you share will trigger the creation of this new overview. You'll find it in the left sidebar, just above the trash, and if you click on it, it tells you everything that you have shared, so you can manage it all from here. We have also added Find and Replace. You can trigger this with Command F or Control F if you're on Windows, and it will work how you're used to from other tools. It will find each instance of the term, and you can also now replace it if you would like. So we've added the ability to replace, but we've also improved 2 reported friction points around finding. The first is that this was only available on desktop, and it is now available on desktop and web. And the second thing is that if you had toggles that were closed, you wouldn't be able to find results within that. You now can. So hopefully this will be a big quality of life improvement as you are working with text in Capacities. We've also listened to the feedback about being able to see the table of contents and text stats as you are working. We've introduced this new element that by default will just appear as you hover over it, but if you want to see the outline more or the stats in that second tab, you can click that pin button and that will stay there as you continue to work in Capacities. And finally, you may be wondering why I presented the video like this. It's a bit of a different format. And that is because this release also brings presentation mode, which is a brand new feature that allows you to turn any page or any of your custom objects into a presentation. I'll show you what this looks like. It's a simple page split up with headings, which is a very normal way of presenting information, of course. And you can then just go to the 3 dots and click present to get to where I was before. You can see next to the little shortcut information, there are some settings that you can play around with. This feature is available for all users. If you're on Capacities Basic, there'll be a watermark on the screen, but if you're on a paid plan, you won't see that. And you can customize how you want it to look. So that's everything for this release. I hope you like it, and I hope there's something in here for everybody. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. And if you want to know more about the API, then go ahead and watch Lewis's video, which is on our channel already. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.